The Tokugawa Shogunate, 1603–1868, was one of the most intriguing and mysterious periods in Japanese history. Lasting more than 250 years, it was a time when Japan was under the tight control of the Tokugawa shoguns, ensuring stability but also giving rise to deep internal intrigues, conspiracies, and political maneuvers. The Tokugawa Shogunate Court, located at the heart of the capital, Edo, modern-day Tokyo, was not only the center of political power, but also a place where ambition, personal intrigues, and social contradictions were intertwined. The power system of the Edo period. The Tokugawa Shogunate was founded by Ieyasu Tokugawa, who, after his victory in the Battle of Sekigahara in 1600, became the de facto ruler of Japan. Formally, the emperor remained the head of state, but real power was concentrated in the hands of the shogun. The system was despotic, based on absolute loyalty to the shogun, with support from his feudal vassals, the daimyōs. However, the Tokugawa shogunate used a complex network of officials, spies, and personal favorites to maintain control, preventing its vassals from becoming too powerful. As a result, the high-ranking circles of Edo were often rife with intrigues and conspiracies. The legend of the mysterious woman, Hanako. One of the most well-known myths from that time is the story of the mysterious woman named Hanako, who, according to legend, played a crucial role in the court intrigues surrounding political power. Hanako was a servant in the household of a high-ranking official in the shogunate. On one dark night, she allegedly became the lover of a powerful shogun, making her a figure capable of influencing decisions in the government. According to one version of the story, Hanako used her connection with the shogun to manipulate political processes and eliminate rivals, but her influence eventually led to catastrophic consequences. Supposedly, she used her power to organize a conspiracy against the shogun's closest ally. The plan failed, and Hanako was executed. Her name became a symbol of how women in the Edo period could influence the political stage, albeit with tragic consequences. Conspiracies and the struggle for power. The Tokugawa system demanded absolute loyalty from the daimyōs, but at the same time, their ambitions knew no bounds. In the political struggle for influence over the shogun, conspiracies frequently erupted, involving not just the military, but also diplomats, administrators, and even monks. One of the most famous conspiracies was the Koho Conspiracy of 1637, in which several influential daimyōs attempted to overthrow the shogun and seize power. They began using strategic marriages to strengthen their positions, but in the end, their efforts failed, and the conspirators were executed. Conspiracies like this highlight how dangerous life was at the Tokugawa court, where every move could be decisive. The conspiracies and intrigues were not limited to the daimyōs alone. Internal conflicts also occurred within the shogunate itself. One of the most famous figures was Tokugawa Ieyasu, the founder of the shogunate, who used clever maneuvers in his power struggle. He was known as a master of political strategy and manipulation, even exploiting the weaknesses of other feudal lords to his advantage. Life at court, struggle for favoritism. The battle for the shogun's attention was also a significant aspect of life at the Edo court. Women, particularly those from the highest social ranks, competed for the status of the shogun's favorites. These women were not only his lovers, but also played important political roles, influencing decisions in state governance. In some cases, the shogun's favorites tried to use their power to fulfill their own ambitions. For example, a woman named Oyasu, a servant of one of the shoguns, was known for actively manipulating the shogun to promote her relative to an important government position. However, Her ambitions led to her downfall when her secret maneuvers were uncovered and she was exiled from the court. Moreover, the Tokugawa Shogunate had a strict social hierarchy that predetermined each individual's position. This affected both the samurai and the common people, limiting their opportunities in the political game. Women, in particular, had little direct political power, but they could still exert influence through their husbands or, as in the case of certain favorites, through direct involvement in politics. Secrets and rumors, the symbols of the shogunate. In Edo, there were numerous rumors and legends related to mystical phenomena and traditions. For instance, there was a story about a mysterious place in the heart of Edo where strange disappearances frequently occurred. According to rumors, this location was connected to ancient secrets that the shogunate carefully concealed. Some say it served as a site for night rituals or was linked to the darker side of the shogunate. Another well-known legend is the story of Master Rango, a legendary swordsman who was so skilled that he could defeat any opponent without touching his sword. He was the personal bodyguard of one of the shoguns and participated in important affairs. However, when he became too influential, his sudden disappearance sparked rumors that he had become a victim of a conspiracy orchestrated by his fellow officials who feared his skill and influence over the shogun. Conclusion. The Tokugawa Shogunate Court was a place where ambition, intrigue, and secrets intertwined in a complex web of political life. The legends and real events of that time continue to live on in Japanese culture as a reminder of how, over more than 2 centuries, power in Japan was based not only on military might, but also on cunning maneuvers, struggles for influence, and manipulation.